lot on YouTube. Oh my days. This is probably my first post of the year. It's crazy because at the end of the year, when I first started, October, November, December, I was consistent. Like y'all can't say I wasn't consistent. Like you lot can see the receipts. It's like ever since the turn of the year. This is probably my first post, or the second one, but probably the first. So we'll have to say to you lot, hey. But first of all, I'd like to apologize. I've been busy. I've been consistent on the TikTok though, like the TikTok. I'm saying, only but I'm seeing a little bit of progress over there with the Twitch streams and whatnot. I do plan on coming back to YouTube now, streaming. I do plan on streaming consistently on Twitch. But yeah, man. In this one, we've got the Pistons versus the San Antonio Spurs. This is a big game. Number 1 in the East versus number 2 in the West, I was about to say number 2 in the South. I was like, what the heck? Big game right here. I'm feeling the Pistons colorway in this one. I'm liking the black and blue. Feeling the colorway. Wait, hold on. What? You lot saw that? Oh, okay. I thought I was tripping. Alright, Stephen Castle to Wemby. Alright. Both of these teams are 40 plus win teams already. Jalen Duran. That's going to be an interesting battle. Wemby and Duran. Cade rejects it at the rim. Cade. Ooh, talk about two-way. A little bit of two-way action from Cade right there. I was like, hey, Cade with a two-way action. The block and the 3-point make. Duncan Robinson. Alright. Is that Holloway? Or Roland? Is Holloway or Roland? Is one of the two, isn't it? I always get jumbled up with his name. Oh no, is this Contavious Caldwell Pope? No way. Bro, Caldwell Pope is not on the Pistons, surely. Keldon Johnson. Alright, man. He's looking extra shiny with that cut. You know what I'm saying? I like your cut. Ooh, Cades. Little bit of snatch back action. Nasty. Wemby with the block. Bro, honestly, I feel like he shot it because of the buzzer, which is fair enough. But I was going to say, I rate the confidence. Like, seeing someone of Wemby's frame just charging at you, bro. I am not pulling that trigger. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm passing the rock. Ooh. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris with a slam. Okay, gets rejected. De'Aaron Fox. Oh, that's good ball movement right there. K with a rip. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, what do you think? Like, I actually believe, Cade is kind of underrated defensively. Like, he ain't half bad, He's not a liability. Like, when you look at a lot of folks in his position in the league, he's not really a liability. I'm like, bro, Cade, yo. I feel like you could leave Cade. Okay, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to say you could leave him on the island on his one because, he's not that good of a defender, innit? But he's kind of solid, though. Like, he could kind of hold his own, let's just say, Like, he wouldn't be the leading defender, but he could contribute defensively, to the team. Like, he ain't really that bad. He could have a couple of defensive contributions a night. Stephen Castle. Got Cade. Pulls the trigger. Stephen Castle with the ball. Yo, like the leaps Castle's taken, yeah, since coming to the league. Bro. He's a baller, man. Like, he's a baller. He's a baller, man. I knew the first time I knew Stephen Castle was a baller, right? Was when he was rocking the Tatums, bro. I'm like, yeah, you one of them, you know. Like when you rock the Tatums, bro, just instantly everything's just +5 on the attributes right there. The Aaron Fox pulling up for the mid range. Fox rips it. Keldon Johnson. Alright. Oh, that's a nice pass from Robinson. I'm not gonna lie. Like, good find. Alright, Fox. Fox has been taking some simple shots, you know, which is good to see. Don't want to be forcing anything. Just take that shit to the paint, you know what I'm saying? Take it to the paint every single time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wemby posting up. I haven't seen much of Wemby this game. Vassell pulls up. Stephen Castle. There's a lot of drive-bys. Like, there's a lot of, you know, shots at the rim, which is not a bad thing, you know, especially in this day and age where everyone wants to shoot the free. Kid gets blocked at the rim by Wembenyama. Ooh, Wemby. Literally me saying I haven't seen much of Wemby all game. Hello, Wemby. Number 5. Is that, bro? I need to get his name down. That was good hustle play for Robinson, but even better hustle play from is it Champagne, right? Wemby pulls the trigger. Yo, K doing, yeah. K doing fidget spinner at the post. Castle. Bro, like, that's like the 4th shot Castle's made like that of this game. Joran. Power move. Alright. 5-point game at the moment. Luke Cornett, yeah? Luke! How you doing, mate? Oh, gets packed. Luke with the Celtics, man. Oh my gosh. Harper powers that one in. Bro, I haven't seen much of Harper, man. With Harper, I cannot believe that he's going to be one of those players where you're not going to really see much of him until, like, it's going to take him a couple of seasons to get into the league, which is not bad. We've seen a couple of players like that, you know. I feel like there's kind of a pressure or like a rush on young players coming into the league. Players through the draft coming in to kind of deliver instantly. I don't really feel like that's the case with Harper, man. I feel like he's going to get better as time goes. You know, he's a good player. He's far too good. He's far too talented for him not to work. I know that there's been talented players in the past where they were talented in the draft, they were talented in college, and they wasn't able to translate that into the NBA. But I just feel like Harper's got the intangibles. He's got like the work rate. I just feel like he is gonna work, bro. It's gonna take time. It's one of those draft picks. It's one of those young players that's gonna take time. But boy, you know, when you you have to see Dylan Harper as an investment, because like, boy, when you invest in him now, you know, it might not be, you know what I'm saying, the returns might not be there, but give it a couple of seasons, Harper's gonna be balling out. Trust me, you know. There's question marks about him being the wrong pick. People are saying, look, hindsight, it should have been Conker-Nipple. But honestly, man, I feel like, man, Harper's going to be one, you know. He's going to be balling in a couple of seasons. Next 2-3 seasons, I can see it. You guys already know, I got that observation hockey. You know what I'm saying? I've got that observation hockey now. Another 3 from the Spurs. Spurs running away with this game. Wemby with a double-double. mamma mia. Oh my gosh. Wemby. Do you want to know what it is with Wemby? Yeah, it's like it's hard to do the overreaction for a poster when he gets posted, because in a way I kind of seem similar to Giannis, you know. And I rate this kind of side from him and Giannis. Like, they're not afraid of the fade, in the sense like these guys, they're always jumping in it. Cons of you always jumping, you know, always willing to challenge shots is eventually you're gonna get the odds, you know, here and there, you know. Not everything's gonna be 100%. I feel like him and Giannis are very similar in that degree. Like, they love to challenge shots, you know, and I do respect that. It's part of the game. Sometimes, you know, at times it could look a bit crazy. Sometimes you might need to take a business decision. Especially, I feel like a couple of seasons ago, Ja had a crazy highlight on Wemby, you know. Tatum be just killing Giannis for fun. And Brown, you know, they be shit, man. But it's like, I feel like it is part of their game though. They do love to challenge shots, and I respect that kind of side of their game, innit? So, you know, yeah, I feel like the odd poster here and there is hard, you know, kind of show a bit of resistance and overreacting, because, bro, they do be jumping. They do love to challenge them shots. Wemby again, see? He jumped for the Cade one. Blocked it. Cade. Oh, that's a nice pass, you know. I ain't gonna lie. Making it a single-digit game. Wembenyama. Vassell. Vassell seems like he's turned it up in the second half. Fox kicks it out to Champagny. Buries it. Duncan Robinson. Oh, that's great ball movement. I ain't gonna lie. That was beautiful ball movement. Dylan Harper. Tough turnaround shot. Keldon Johnson. Bang. Yeah, I feel like Spurs kind of have this one in the bag at the moment. Oh, that's a pass. I ain't gonna lie. You just wrapped that one around Jalen Duran's body. Oh, that's not Duran. Oh, my bad. Oh, Wemby blocks the shot, you know. What the hell? Oh, I feel like that's gonna go underrated, you know. Mid-air, like, that was good. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna go underrated. Like, that's gonna go under the radar. Like, Castle's athletic as F, bro. He's got verts. He's got a decent shot, decent handles, flashy player, you know. Like, bro, he's a wavy player. I ain't gonna lie. He's a wavy player. Cade. Okay, that's Jalen Duran. $10-point game. Nice pass from Castle. Picks out Champagny. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Spurs win this one. Big win. I said earlier in the video, this is a massive game, you know. Two of the top teams in the NBA. Two of the four contenders, I would say. You know, if you ask me the contenders, OKC, Celtics, Pistons, and Spurs. Again, great win for the Spurs. I ain't gonna lie. Played some good hoops in this one. 17 for Champagny. Decent contributions from him. 21 and 17. Like, this is a very impactful game from Wemby. 4 assists to go with 6 blocks. That's a good game, you know. People are gonna look at the points. He only scored 21 points, but you need to account for the overall contribution he had in the game. He contributed a lot defensively and on the glass. almost having 20 rebounds as well. 6 rebounds is kind of, I mean, 6 blocks is insane, bro. Like, it's not insane, but like that's a very good defensive performance, you know. And 21 is a stable offensive night. 10 for Fox, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. 28 for Vassell, 4 assists. 16 for Stefan Castle with 11 assists. Like, Stefan Castle could play make, you know. He could really pass that thing. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a couple of games where Castle's dropped like 25 and 10, 30 and 10. I think he's had 1 or 2 40 in 10 games as well. So like, he can pass the rock, you know. The bench, you know, Keldon Johnson. It felt like Keldon Johnson had a bit more contribution than 9 offensively, but hey, you know, I thought he had a decent game. Pistons, Duncan Robinson with 13 and 5 assists. Decent game. He was hitting a couple of shots. Yeah, inefficient from the field though. But Jalen Jones with 25 and 14. He had a monster game. I ain't gonna lie. It looked, from the stats, it looked like him and Giannis, him and Wemby were going at it. But it felt like he had a quiet game. Kate Cunningham with 16 and 10 assists, double. I thought from the highlights he had a decent game. Defensively, especially in the first half, defensively, he was getting a lot of contributions. Poking the ball away, cutting the passing lanes, blocks and whatnot. Like I said earlier on, right? I feel like Cade, like defensively, he might be underrated, you know, like relative to the players in this position. He could give you a couple of defensive contributions a night, and he's not a liability, you know, on the defensive end. Yeah, from the bench, Pistons had a decent contribution from the bench, actually. I'm surprised that this wasn't a close one. 10 for Paul Reed. Ronald Holland. I keep getting jumbled up with his name because he was killing the Celtics in the couple of games that we were playing the Pistons, especially those first 2 games. 15 for Holland, 11 rebounds. He had a good game, you know. They had contribution from the bench. Like, yo, Pistons lose this one though. Celtics 5 games away from the Pistons. Listen, Pistons drop a game. You know, Jaylen Brown hooping like an MVP. You know what I'm saying? Jaylen Brown. Alright, man, let me just let me end this reaction, man.